Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Cupid Parasite. And the last part was kind of like ripping our fucking heart out. Thank you very much, game. And now we're gonna find out about what happened right before we walked into the reunion. And my guess is that the reason why we went in and saw Shelby smiling, like he doesn't smile at us like that, is because he's telling this woman about us. Ah, yes, no, I'm in love. Ah, and or and that was that look on his face, but we just think he's looking at her that way, but he's talking to her while thinking about us. So a little bit earlier, about 15 minutes before Spacey entered the hall. Phew. I'm here at the Wishington Middle School reunion. I exchanged pleasantries with the organizers and then leaned against the wall for a drink. I look at my old classmates and it brought back memories. I felt a twitch in my heart and I knew that I didn't want to be here. I shouldn't have come. I better return to work soon. I put down the glass and tried to leave the hall, but then I bumped into someone. Oh, excuse me. Shelby? Aren't you Shelby Snail? And you are... I didn't remember her at all. It can't be helped because I did everything I could to forget about what happened in middle school. Okay, so all those things, like... I thought those were like college things where he's like, hey, look, drinks on me or whatever, but it's like... So middle school is probably where your trauma happened. Where you were like, I'm traumatized, I need to be the best SS status. Wow, Shelby, seriously, therapy. Honey, baby, sweetie, there, okay. We have to get you into therapy, the first thing we do. Yes, that's sweet, I love you. Okay, we're dating now? Okay, we're gonna need to get you into therapy. First order of business as your girlfriend. Anyway. No way, you don't remember me? I always wanted to apologize to you. Apologize? And why? You know, because when you were no longer valedictorian for a grade, I teased you about it. Oh my god, and never got a... I need to be the best because I was no longer valedictorian and they teased me. Oh my god. Shelby, you really need therapy. When I was no longer valedictorian, I remember it like it was yesterday. I mean, seriously, because his trauma 30 fucking years later. Okay, like 20 years later, but whatever. And that sort of thing only happened to me once. Oh my god! This man needs therapy! Seriously! I have a feeling that because they're all, like, problematic, that we're going to find that every single one of them is, like, some kind of poster child for needing a therapist. Gil definitely needs a therapist. Like, we know that. Like, sweetie, you need a lot of, like, help to get past this crush of yours, and Shelby needs help to get over shit that happened in middle school. Like, look, there's some things that you're like, you know, it bothers me. Like, it's still, like, deep down, but, like, your whole world isn't obsessed with it. Like, he is obsessed. Oh my god. Anyway. Shelby, your name spells out SS, but you couldn't become first place in our grade. And that's what the girl told me. You were the one... Yes, I'm sorry. I said that and it led to everyone saying the same. I'm really sorry about that. At least, you know what's nice though? She's like, I'm sorry, instead of being like, wow, you're still hung up on that. It's been 20 fucking years, bro. Really? What? After graduating, you left for Lost York, so I never got the chance to apologize to you. That's right. I thought at the time that I'd become the real SS and show all of them. And that's why I entered high school at Lost York. I then entered the first-rate Harvard University. Just seriously sounds like a knockoff school. Not a top-rate one, but it's Harvard University, and wanted to strike it big at Lost York. Yes, there were many things that happened. All of the memories started coming back to me. And that was the reason I became the prestige parasite. It was due to my life back in middle school. Again! Therapy. Like, how many times? 18 years ago. Okay, well, at Wishington, well... Okay, so you were 14. Right? Because he's 32. Okay. So, all right. I mean, shit that happens when you're like a young teenager is like, but like, also, okay, well, they're probably going on like Japan school standards because 14 is you're usually in high school at that point. Like, most people are freshmen in high school, but then again, I think a lot of schools, America might be one of the weird places where like ninth grade is a freshman in high school. In some places, ninth grade is actually that's your last year of middle school. And then, you only have 3 years of high school versus four. So that could be it too. And like some people just don't go to high school. Like high school is kind of like a mandatory thing. Like it's basically like you just go to high school and then you go and then you have to apply for college. And I know it seems like, because I'm not 100% on the school system in Japan, but it's always like, you want to get into a good high school, you got to study and it's like, that sounds like I'm going to college. What the fuck? I just went to high school. Like, I don't have to try. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is what you're zoned for. That's where you go. You know what I mean? So it's definitely different. So that's still, though, that kind of might explain why there's middle school reunions. Like, what? Like, it's a weird New York, Los Angeles thing, but the school rules are not based on anything in the US. I mean, because I would assume, like me, if I were writing a game taking place in some kind of weird fantasy Tokyo or something, I would know fucking idea. I'd be like, I'm just gonna write it on American school rules because that's what I know. You know what I mean? So it makes sense. Also, this is a weird fucking state that's also a country that is really fucking big. We can fly a plane from First Avenue to the park, but yet we can also take a subway. Like, I don't know. Anyway, 18 years ago at Wishington Middle School. And who knows where the fuck Wishington is, because that seems like a whole other country / state. I don't know. So, this whole thing, like, was all these things that he was imagining was from middle school. I thought they were like college or something. Anyway. Shelby Snail has gotten first place for the exam again.
Wow, Shelby.
Shelby's so awesome. He's great at sports and grades too. Just like his initials, he totally is SS. I feel like this is his fucking, like, everyone, you can learn a thing or two from Shelby. Anyway, that concludes today's class. I mean, where were your parents, child? And the teacher's announcement, followed by the bell, caused all the students to run out of the classroom.
Hey, Shelby, you gotta tutor me in this class. You're free after school, right?
What? Shelby's going shopping with me today.
Hey, can I join? Let's study together at the cafe after that. Wow, that sounds great. I'm going too. Is that okay, Shelby?
I can't do a ton of kid voices, so like whatever.
Hey, I was here first.
Who cares? Don't keep them all to yourself. You okay with that, Shelby? Shelby's like, everyone is fighting over me. Did this really happen, or is this just in your crazy imagination? What's Shelby? You know what, Shelby kid voice is just going to be the same as normal Shelby voice. Yeah, I don't mind. I imagine that Shelby, when he's recounting his memories, just hears himself talking like he normally does. Yay! That did not sound like a little girl voice. Anyway, whatever, you get it. I was always the center of attention. And whenever someone wanted tutoring or someone needed help with sports, they always came to me. Shelby Snail, the all SS. That was my nickname, but I didn't mind that one bit. You know what, it's kind of good that they knocked you off your valedictorian pedestal, because you sound like you were going to become an insufferable prick at this rate. I came from an ordinary countryside school. I was happy that I gained so much respect just because I knew the school subjects better than most. But that all changed after a transfer student came. Goddamn foreigners stealing my SS status. I mean, Shelby's like, so I gotta be honest though, seriously, like, Chris Crime. Seriously, Chris Crime? Really? Really? Good God. But, I feel like it's actually good, because I feel like Shelby, if there was an alternate, you know what I want? I want a Fan Discus game, but I want the alternate version. So, like, that would just be terrible, though. What would Gil be like if he wasn't just, like, pathetic and obsessed with us? You know? He was just actually independent and not codependent. Okay. What would Shelby be like if he'd never got insulted by a girl in middle school and then had to fight and he was just like always perfect? Chris Crime never showed up. He'd be a raging douchebag. Actually, you know what? I don't want that game, okay? Because then you'd be like, I hate these characters. I love the ones we have and I hate all of them. Although it would be funny to see like frickin' Gil just being like, yeah, whatever. I'm pretty awesome. Like, what? Like Alan being the awkward nerd who doesn't know how to talk to girls. You know what I'm just saying? Because like Shelby absolutely would have been the biggest fucking twat if he like was like, yeah, I'm valedictorian. Everybody loves me. Nobody makes fun of me. I'm awesome. And then like, oh my god. Of course, then again in middle school they were like, ha ha ha. Anyway, and the kids got over it a week later, and Shelby, 18 years later, is still like, I mean, seriously, seriously. Anyway. Okay, everyone, let me introduce you to a transfer student. This is Chris Crime. He cheated because his last name is Crime.
Hello, I came from Moss York. I'm here in Wishington with my parents who own Crime Burger since they want to open a branch here.
He's supposed to be nice, but he's an asshole. He stole my SS status.
Huh? Crime Burger? That super popular Lost York burger shop? Wow, middle school boy number 1 is an idiot.
Doesn't know how to talk.
You came from Moss York? Wow, that's so wonderful. You got great fashion sense too. You're totally a city boy. You look so cool. Oh my god. And you said your parents own it? You're the president's son? No way. That means you're super rich.
And then Shelby was like, I am not super rich. And Chris Crime created a storm at Wishington Middle School. He was a fashionable city boy that came from Los York, the son of a famous burger shop. And that was enough to cause a commotion in the countryside. Shelby's just so bitter over this fucking 14-year-old kid. Yes, that was supposed to be all. Shelby is literally just like one tiny, tiny little thing away from becoming a supervillain. Okay? I want like Cupid Parasite, but in the reality of what happens if they took all their childhood trauma and became supervillains. Because Shelby is literally just like an inch. She's not even. This thread is gonna snap and he's gonna be fucking Lex Luthor in a minute. Jesus. Yes, Shelby Snail got first place on the exam again. Everyone can learn a thing or two from him. Chris Crime, you should try to listen in class more. You got failing grades again.
Sorry, Teach.
Oh, Crime, you're not sorry at all. Chris is fine the way he is, better than being some nerd.
Yeah, grades aren't everything in life. Let's all go to Crime Burger's new branch today. My treat. I don't need good grades because I'm fucking rich.
I hope he's fucking like in a gutter somewhere, this kid.
Yay, Crime, you're so awesome. I'm going. Crime is the best.
Oh, Shelby, you should come with. I'm dumb, so can you teach me a few things?
I'm sorry, but I'll pass. I need to go and study.
Wow, you're such a nerd. I can never ever do that.
I'd intended on maintaining the same life, but why did it change so much? But I'm sure it'll all cool down eventually. Everyone's just interested in what's new. Yes, it'll all go back to normal. That's what I thought. And then he gets, but still, instead of continuing to get good grades, he gets like one bad grade or like, we're not the valedictorian because Chris Crime's parents paid for him to be the valedictorian. Okay. Like, if that happened, that's absolutely Shelby's supervillain origin story. I was doing perfectly fine until his parents paid for him to be the valedictorian, and I will never get over it. I will take down Chris Crime if it's the last thing I do. This game is goddamn funny. Anyway.
No way, you're dating Crime? You're such a winner. I'm so jealous. I was going for him too.
The girls had gathered and are talking up a storm. I stopped walking when I saw the girl in the center of the conversation. She was the one I wanted to ask out. She was the most popular girl in school, and now she's dating Chris Crime. Everything went downhill from there. I couldn't concentrate on my studies from the shock. I finally fell for my throne of first place in academics. Seriously, supervillain origin story right here. This is amazing. I want them to do a spin-off. I need a Cupid Paradise. Wow, I need a Cupid Parasite spin-off where the Parasite 5 is just a team of 5 supervillains. And then when they're like in this there's just this branch right here where they like Shelby decided I'm gonna be SS and all things. It was like I'm gonna kill Chris Crime and I'm going to start a crime spree of my own. Get it? Like I just want to see that freaking. I need to see that spinoff because I need to see what a super suit looks like. I'm just saying.
The top place is held by
Bob. Freaking Bob. Really? I wish they had said Tim. It would have made me laugh my ass off so bad.
No way, it's not Shelby? What's going on? What happened, Snail? Your test scores were terrible. You're even lower than Chris. What happened to you?
Huh?
No way, I'm suddenly smarter.
No, you're not, you loser.
Chris, I'll have you know that Snail's rank dropped, but you're not better at all.
Snap, this teacher is savage.
You're so strict, Teach, but Shelby not being first is so rare. Don't y'all think so?
I hope Chris Crime is just like literally crawling out of the gutter and like just is literally a piece of trash now.
You! Shelby's initials are SS, but he didn't get first place. SS, but he's not SS. That's so funny.
Yeah, we'll all work on no play makes you a dull boy. Anyway, let's play together next time, Shelby. We'll throw a party to comfort you today, and I'll treat you to anything you want. Come on, man.
No fair. Shelby gets all the good stuff. Treat me too.
Oh my god, they're in middle school. Stop acting like a whore. I read her that way, so.
Me too.
Oh, fine, then I'll treat everyone to free food today to commemorate me beating Shelby.
It was supposed to be a pity party for me, and now you turned it into a congratulatory party for you? The fuck, bro?
Yay! This is why we love you, Chris. You're so awesome. I want to go to the new ice cream shop in town.
I failed my exams from the shock of a broken heart. I was instantly turned into the class clown. So this is how it is. I realized it then. I mean, I can understand. But also, Shelby, I feel like at some point in your adult life you should have been like, wow, kids are idiots. Yeah, I mean, I'm Shelby Snail. I must be SS. He was loved just because he was rich. Unlike him, I must always be SS. See, this is a supervillain origin story. All the girls only look at one's status. Chris Crime was a rich man from the big city. Everyone chooses him over me. Maybe it's because you're being an asshole at 14. Because you sound like a prick. You sound like a prick, Shelby. I love you, but 14-year-old Shelby was a goddamn douchehole. So, prestige, money, brains, status, and that's everything in this world. And no one cares about my performance in academics or sports. Yeah, because they don't exactly matter unless you're applying to college. Prestige is everything. Without that, no one will pay me any attention. Maybe try not being an asshole. And then instead of actually, and see, but the good thing is like, because if he had kept going down the route, he would have become a raging douchebag. And then but now he's just crazy. Like, you need therapy, but like, you actually are a decent human being underneath the crazy. It's from that point on. After that, I stopped chasing after love and continued to build upon my prestige. I hated the atmosphere of the slow countryside. I hated how my parents had no intention of bettering themselves. I then entered high school in Los York. After that, I discarded everything that wouldn't benefit my prestige. I did everything that was necessary to gain status, including my studies. I did archery, skiing, cooking, and even marksmanship. I mastered everything that was said to have value in Los York. I had a few friends who would take me to meet potential dates, but I thought romance was a waste of time. I tried developing a dating app instead. And with that, I started my own business. I did it all while attending college and graduate school where I learned how to run a business. I think it's really funny that he has no time for romance, so he created a dating app that led to a huge successful company of matching people, and he's like, I ain't got time for that bullshit. But, like, if you're interested, I've got this app that's really amazing. I started my business to make finding love as efficient as possible, but I didn't think I'd have so much difficulty myself.
Oh, are you Shelby? Wow, it's been a while. You were here too.
This is my company, bitch! Huh? I look up and gasp. Another woman ran up to me. He's like, excuse me? It was the female student that was most popular in my grade. She was the one who was dating Chris Crime, the girl who broke my heart. And it's been a while, and those words came out smoothly. Seems that the pain of the broken heart had vanished. Yes, because you're in love with someone else now, after 18 years. And that was to be expected because I had fallen for another woman, Spacey, and had also had my heart broken by her. Also, like, it's been 18 years, and I highly doubt the girl you were in love with in middle school. I mean, the people you had, think about the person you had a crush on in middle school. I highly doubt you still have a crush on them. Like, even if you met them now, you're like, oh yeah, I had a crush on you in, like, middle school or high school. Funny. Ah, yeah, I had a crush on you, like, 3 years ago. You were, like, my work boyfriend, but, like, in my head, but, like, who were you again? Forgot your name. Anyway, like,
I saw you on the news. As usual, you're so sincere. You were the most popular boy in class, after all.
girl, what are you on? I just saw the flashback. No, we weren't. I thought Chris Crime was the most popular.
Oh, right. Shelby, you went on to school in Los York, so you don't know what happened after that. It was pretty hectic.
He's so dead, isn't he?
Yeah, you know how Chris's family was rich? He started to get more arrogant. Like he thought he'd be forgiven as long as he paid money.
Typical rich bastard. You're like, sounds about right.
You dated him for a year and broke up right away. Hey, no need to bring that up.
There's like 16 voices for these two women. We gotta sort it out. Okay, hold on. You broke up with Chris Crime.
It's over 10 years ago. We were kids back then. I couldn't help but jump on the new thing on the block, you know?
Girl, you were 14 and you shouldn't be jumping on anybody's anything on the block. What? Like, I know that's not what you meant, but.
I mean, it was no good. The rich kids were arrogant. I broke up with him and married someone I met at Wishington University. And now I'm a mother of 3. You're totally a Wishington native after all. You never leave there. I'm surprised you even made it to the reunion.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so to us, you're still the most popular boy in class, Shelby. Yep.
The girls were talking while in high spirits in a welcoming mood, but all I could do was be surprised and dumbfounded. He's like, everything I thought I knew was wrong. My whole life has been a lie. I mean, I must be a supervillain now. It's the only option. So that was what transpired. Despite having status, Chris Crime was not popular. No, because he was a douchebag. And if you hadn't gotten knocked down a peg or two, you would have turned into a raging douchebag too. But you got your face shoved in some humble pie, and you got your heart broken, and then you just went on to try to better a lot of. You did a lot for weird reasons, but still, you're a better person for it, I guess. Even with his status, it didn't work out for him, and in their eyes, I was still the most popular in the class in middle school, because like that matters. I mean, in this weird like alternate reality where we're not a supervillain, whatever. I was going to show them up. I was to obtain prestige and defeat Chris Crime once and for all. See, this is such a why? Why are we like on the supervillain route right now? What did I do? How did we get here? But there was no need to fight in the first place. Yeah, right? There was no need to fight. This is like the budgeting supervillain all of a sudden realizes, oh, I didn't actually need to go down the supervillain. Oh, never mind. Like before he gets there and like somebody stops him like 2 days before he like builds his supervillain lair and like unleashes a supervillain plot on the city. And you're like, no, you were always, wait, I guess I don't need to like hold Lost York Siege now because to battle Chris Crime. Okay, cool. Well, all right. And like, you know, where if he didn't come to the reunion, then everybody like, oh, That's how we do it! And he would totally turn into a supervillain. Supervillain? Did I say villain? Wow. I meant to say supervillain. You know? So, like, I'm just sorry, but I really need a Cupid Parasite, like, spin off where they actually become supervillains. What would happen if the Shelby hadn't gone to the reunion and had just spiraled out of control into becoming? That's where we are. We're teetering on this edge, and now he's like, oh, never mind. I can just be normal. Oh, okay, cool. Sweet. I don't have any goals in life anymore. I guess I'm just gonna get a job and, I have a job, but all right, I'll just keep doing this, I guess. I don't have to try to take over the world and defeat Chris Crime. Huh. All right, cool. It's weird. Might take a vacation since I don't have any, like, plans for the week now. I was gonna lay siege to New York, or Lost York, but I don't have to now. This is weird. I've never been in this confusing place. I'm just like, you can see this happening, can't you? Or am I crazy? You know what? Whatever. I'm crazy, but I can see it happening. Anyway. Hey, is that you, Shelby? I haven't seen you in a while. I missed you. Shelby, glad to see you here. How have you been? Everyone had gathered here knowing that I would be here. Hi. What you doing? You're being weird, bird. Everyone was making relaxed smiles everywhere. From my years as a president, I can tell that those smiles are genuine. They aren't made as part of a calculative intent. Old friend smiles. I see. Like ice melting, all of the fixations I had inside of me started to unravel. So he's just like, people actually like me for me! And that was the smile we saw. What was I fighting all these years? My old classmates didn't care about prestige after all. It's given me the affirmation that I wanted through my memories. I won't say that prestige isn't needed. Prestige is important and it'll greatly affect how people see you. But I found out for the first time that it's not the only thing that matters. This is literally, like, there's a choice. Go to reunion, don't go to reunion. I swear to God, you're like in this like supervillain fucking thing with me, aren't you? You're in this boat and you're like, wait, I see how this happens. If he chose not to go to the reunion, he would have continued on. He would have become a supervillain. And villain. Why do I keep saying villain? Villain, because I think I'm saying villain and it's just villain. Like I'm just combining words here. But he chose to go, and that's what's. And this is all it is. It's one single fucking choice. And Lex Luthor's life would have been like, and you don't have to be a supervillain and try to kill Superman. Look at that. Look at that. We fixed everything. All you had to do. Simple question. Do this. Do that. You know what I mean? If you watch Smallville, there was a lot of those, though, okay? You were like, but all you had to do was not do that. All you had to do was not go in there. All you had to do was just not have that weird locked room in your house. Like, just stop. Just stop. You had a million chances. He had a million chances, okay? But, like, everybody else won. Here you go. This is what it was. And now we're just on the normal Cupid Parasite game where there was never a spin-off where he became a supervillain. Disappointing. Thought that's where we were going. I really do want a spin-off, though. Like a supervillain spin-off. It's just, anyway. No, I found out for the first time that's not the only thing that matters. I don't know if I read that, but I did know. And that's where we saw Shelby. A chocolate love song. On the day after my heart was broken. Aww. And it's funny because he was talking to the girl that he had a crush on. So that's kind of funny, but I fiercely focused on my work. You sure are going all out at work today. Yes, work never betrays you. Uh-huh. Yes, work doesn't betray you. As long as you achieve the results, that's yours and yours alone. After experiencing heartbreak, I decided to only live for work. That's right. I came to the human realm to show up dead anyway. I need to get to work, and this is Spacey's origin story of how we became a supervillain. See, everybody has an origin story of how they would become it's that one moment in time, and if I had the means and the money, I would become a supervillain. She has the power. She could absolutely become one. Shelby managed the money to become one, so I'm just saying. Are you okay? You have this ferocious expression going on with you. I'm fine. I love to work. See, we're crazy. She's lost her fucking mind. We're like the Joker over here. You don't look like you love it. gets worried about me when she comes home every day. She also does the same, but I have to continue working more. All work and no play keeps Spacey from punching people and crying. He became Lex Luthor and we were going to become the Joker, basically. I take care of interviewing members who need help getting married. When I find people who struggle in finding love, I gather them and hold a romance seminar. Spacey, this is a lot. It's only Monday. The cooking, matchmaking, picture book cuisine is starting to get more popular. I improve it by observing the event take place. I did nothing but work for days on end. For some reason, Auntie decided to pay me a visit. Really? Wait, okay, then who's Catherine? Is Catherine Gill in a wig? Okay, so it's not Minerva then. But who is she? She is sus as fuck, though. She's got to be another goddess or something coming down because she's like, look, I am being a normal human. Hey, Cupid, how you doing? I'm totally great. You don't look that way, though. Auntie tilts her head in confusion while smiling. That sight of her feels so nostalgic that it makes me want to cry. We haven't seen her in 6 years. Why the fuck did she show up now? And why is she still wearing this? Soon after, I hear voices in the seat next to me. That made me want to cry for other reasons. Wow, look at her. Is that some kind of costume? Was there some event going on? Auntie really stands out. What should I do? What's gonna happen if someone calls the police on her? Hello? She's got a top on. It's fine. When gods descend down here, they can take human forms or be invisible to humans. Auntie came to speak with me, so she took a human form, but her clothes are the same as when she was a god. Everyone definitely thinks this is some weird gathering. Maybe she's just an eccentric and likes to dress like that. Okay, except for the fact that, like, she's got her midriff out and I have a fucking fat stomach and, like, muffin top and shit. Like, I'd wear this shit. You know, just zip up the front of the dress. But, like, she looks like she just rolled around in her closet and came up with everything. And that's basically how I get dressed in the morning. Like, this. How many patterns do we have? 6? Good enough, I guess. Wait, grab a pair of shoes. 7. Bam. I mean, you mix your patterns. You have some fun with color. You know, it's come on. So I can appreciate this. Anyway. I compare the outfit of Auntie and everyone in the area. But the other people seem rather interested in Auntie. That's kind of cute because it looks like it's for Halloween. I wonder where they sell that. I want to wear something like that too. It seems that people sort of see it as fashion. I'm relieved at how open people are in Lost York. I'm pretty sure people are just crazy in Lost York. Is it fashionable? I think we should copy her. Oh my god, we should. She's totally got to be a fashion model. Is she a fashion designer? We should wear her clothes. Think for yourselves. But also, if you realize that someone can dress crazy like Minerva, she's got a butterfly on that brooch that's on her, like, her shoulder armor thing. Anyway, and you see someone and you're like, she can dress crazy. Maybe I can dress crazy. That's cool, but don't copy her outfit. That's just ridiculous. Just get your own style. Anyway, I turn my attention to Auntie and force out a smile. I ran away from home to do this, so I can't complain. I'm totally fine! Lady Minerva, what brings you here? Well, because I was worried about you, Cupid. I've been observing you from Celestia from time to time. I don't remember her voice. It's breaking. Huh? Meaning she knows what happened. I'm starting to feel a bit awkward about it. Auntie just waved her hand. Oh, I'm not always looking. I'm too busy for that. I just happened to glance and you made this really serious face, so I decided to visit. So did something happen? We can talk about it. I'm the great Lady Minerva, after all. There really isn't anything to talk about. I just reaffirmed how much I like to work. Uh-huh. Well, if you don't want to talk about it, it's fine. I might be able to help, so we can talk whenever you feel like it. You remember, right? Only the 12 Olympians of the DC have the ability to manipulate humans. Huh? Manipulate humans? You can do that? Oh, you didn't know? Of course we can. We're gods, after all. Although it's not always done completely. When there's an opening in their minds or when they're weakened, humans are easily controlled.
A brainwashing might be a better word for it. We can't go against their sense of justice, but if they're already leaning towards something, we can easily push them to do it. See?
This is the perfect, because, like, right in Shelby's mind, he was about to turn into a supervillain, and then the god could have been like, push him into being a supervillain. Ha ha ha! Why do I keep saying villain? Why is my brain keep saying that? Anyway, it's because I'm just, like, so excited that it comes out too fast, and I can't say the word villain properly when I speak fast, I guess. I don't know. But, like, this is what I'm talking about. Where's my fan disc story where it's, like, the alternate stories where they all become supervillains? It's perfect.
If there's someone you want brainwashed, leave that to Lady Minerva here.
Why can't I do her voice right? I don't know what's happening. Ronti winks at me. I shook my head upon hearing such an ominous suggestion. I won't need to do something dangerous like that. I don't want to go to such lengths to be with the president. Besides, Lady Minerva mentioned that the person must have that desire to begin with. The president thinks nothing of me, so brainwashing won't work on him.
Oh, really? I think it's rather convenient.
Lady Minerva, you've done it before?
It's just something that I've dabbled with in the past as a god.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to her voice. Like, she had such a fun one at the beginning, but now it's, like, just not working out right now. I don't know. What does that even mean? Even though we're both gods, the 12 Olympians are on a different level. Their way of thinking is incomprehensible. Even scary. Incomprehensible, yes, that explains Peter, absolutely. The way Dad thinks is no different. It's just out of this world to me.
Cupid, compared to your arrow's power, it's really nothing to worry about. In some ways, your arrow may be the strongest in Celestia.
Really?
Yep, some say that even Jupiter fears your power.
That's why he's down here following you. I didn't know that. At that moment, a message arrived on my phone and I jumped. On the screen, it said Parasite 5.
Oh, a work email?
Yeah, do you mind if I read it?
Go right ahead.
Although I felt bad toward Auntie, I checked my phone. I opened the email and held my hand over my mouth. It was an email from the producer of Parasite House. He said that he's in the planning stages of making another program with the Parasite 5. What? After saying goodbye to Auntie, I was back at the office reading the project plan sheet of the program called Parasite 5's Future. On it, it was asking for President Shelby himself to appear instead of Owen as his representative. But the funniest part is Shelby was on the show still. They just didn't know it was him at the time. You know what I mean? So I have to talk to the president, but the other 4 already agreed to appear. Gil... Why are they saying Aconite instead of Raoul? Ryuki and Alan have all given permission. I've confirmed with the company and sent them the message, and they instantly replied with their agreements. I didn't know this, but they had all still been meeting with each other to maintain a friendship. That's so cute! Bromance. But the president... If I send him a message on the phone, he would reply immediately. This is work, after all. I opened up the message app on my phone, but seeing the president's name hurts my heart. This is serious for me. Fine, I should just go through Owen and have him ask for me. I relented and contacted Owen instead. A few minutes later, he responded with, he said it was fine. Well, that means that all of the Parasite 5 will be joining. For some reason, my name was in the credits as a member that would appear too. Although it's part of my work, I'll have to see the president for the first time in a while. It made me happy, but it also weighed heavily on my heart. That's so fun. In a while? Like, what, a couple of days? How long has it been since the thing where you ran away and you've been avoiding him and then he hasn't also talked to you? Even though he realized that people don't care about prestige. Wait, maybe I should talk to her. No, just nobody talks to anybody. And after a few days of preparation, the TV program Parasite House has been revived for the first time in months. Like... It was only 5. Oh my god! Yes!
Hello to everyone out there in Lost York. Don't you dare touch that dial because it's time for Parasite House.
I was just thinking, like, we get to be Bomber again. It's also gonna hurt me, but...
I hear loud cheers. I'm sure everyone missed the Parasite 5 so much.
We all missed you, Bomber. I wish he had a real sprite instead of just, like, a thing on the screen.
I'm Bomber Chorizo, coming at you live and in color.
Birds! Oh god, oh, hi! You okay?
Hi, what's the Connor, you almost flew right into my face. You good? Hi. Something scare you guys? I know, it's dark outside and the blinds are open. I didn't get a chance to close them yet because we were recording. You okay? You're fine. Hi.
Big bird flew, and then the little bird flew into a circuit, and he almost he flew right in front, because the cages are behind me, so he flew right in front of me, and I almost caught him. And then he fell on the floor. He's fine, though. He's fine. He's just what am I doing here?
I know. You know where your cages are. Your cage is right there. You pretending like you're fine. You're okay? You're right?
I'm sure you could hear him chirping.
Hi. You're alright. You's okay. What scared you? I don't think it was me doing the voices. Was it a moth outside? Sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I know you can't see anything out there, but I know. It's dark, and I didn't close the blind, so you didn't get scared. I'm sorry. You're right? Do you need help? Usually I try to help. I see you. You gonna fly? You gonna go to your cage? You just gonna sit there? You okay? You good? You want me to help you? There you go. Good birdie. All right, he's fine.
He is all right. He was just the fuck did I end up on the floor? How did I get here? He's fine. But anyway.
I'm Bomber Chorizo, coming at you live and in color. Our program today is about Parasite 5's future. Let's have the Parasite 5 come on down for now.
Should be I'm Bomber Chorizo, and I'm here. You know what I mean? I should do adult voice.
Parasite 5! Have you all been doing?
Have you all... Oh, been doing good. I was have you all been doing? What?
Have you all been doing good?
Yeah. Doing fine.
Wow, Raul Aconite popular as always. So how's your search for love going?
Not great. The director keeps telling me to experience more love and stuff. And I've been researching stuff on being spirited away. It's real interesting. Botticelli's famous painting of a bowl is actually a portal to another world. Botticelli's, not Botticelli. Botticelli's.
If we let you finish that thought, we'll run out of time, so maybe later. And what about our fashion boy, Ryuki?
The grandmother is still telling me to gain more experience. I don't think I need to look for love, so recently I go to the film sets where Raul is to coordinate styles for actors.
Wow, that's amazing! Actors are all handsome, so it's perfect for the glamour parasite. Next up, we have Alan Melville. Have you grown out of your dangerous desires?
Of course. I'm sharing women completely with their permission now.
You mean you get permission from the men's side, too?
I don't know.
Okay, sure. I'm afraid to ask, so I'll leave it at that. Next up is Gil Lovecraft. He was just awarded with the Golden Lost York Literary Prize. He's now a super popular author. Anyway, Gil, how's it going? Grown out of your status as the lovelorn parasite yet?
I love how we're back in Parasite House. Not yet. The girl I like still never notices my feelings for her, even though I wrote a fucking book about it. I even put her name in the book, and I dedicated it to her. And I gave her a signed copy, and she hasn't even read it. Obviously didn't say all that, but I just feel like that's going on in his head.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh, I see. So women aren't clawing at you for attention even after getting that award.
I do get more women interacting with me, but there's only one girl that I truly love. And Shelby's like, fuck. She did celebrate with me when I was awarded the prize, but she doesn't realize my feelings for her. I'll do my best to let her know. And we're over there like, yeah, Clarice. Clarice totally didn't show any interest after all. Why do they do this to him through every route? It's so mean. It's kind of funny now, but I have a feeling like when you go down his route, unless he's like creepy and I'm like, no, I hate you, Gil. Don't, no. Take you out with the trash. I'm going to feel so bad doing any route after because it's going to be like, oh, now I feel worse. Oh, then again, maybe I'll find it funny still. I don't know. It's funny because it hurts.
The lovelorn parasite sure has to go through a lot. Lastly, we have the prestige parasite, who had a rep last time, Shelby Snail.
Hi, I'm Shelby Snail.
You're the talk of the town right now. That sincere press conference got me all hot and bothered, too.
Shelby's just staring at him like, what?
Cupid Corporation is hot right now, so let's check out life at Parasite House.
And that's how Parasite House got started. It all seemed pretty relaxed at the beginning. Video replays of everyone's lives were being shown while they all talked about their own opinions, much like a school reunion. I was just there as the bridal advisor to give them advice. We're still in the middle of the program, so the president talked normally, although his answers were so plain that it almost seemed forced. It is, you know. But we still managed to complete the revival show of Parasite House. This is the only episode, or are we doing this for another several? I mean, who knows? Look, all of our boys are back! This is why you don't leave the man harem, everybody. We just stay in the man harem and everybody's happy. Cheers! Anyway, after the program ended, we were holding an after party with catering at the president's... Oh, that the president prepared. We were also having a toast over some alcohol.
Wow, that was fun.
Yeah, but you sure there were no female staff this time around?
I kept them out because I knew you'd be here today.
Too bad. You seem to look a lot more delicious than last I remembered you.
Alan licked his lips while wrapping his arms around my waist. I smacked his hand. It's just your imagination. I'm not in love or anything.
That's a lie. You know that I can tell.
Hey, Spacey, anything you want to eat? I can go grab it for you. Oh, I can get it myself. Thanks, Gil. Gil's like shot down. You look terrible. Are you keeping up with your maintenance? Oh, me? Ryuki just spritzed him. You and that one too. Compared to the last time I met you, your complexion is duller. And maybe you have too much stress in your life. Huh? Me too? Taking care of your skin is the bare minimum you should do. Do it properly. Right. I'm sorry. With my face covered in mist, I looked to the president. My eyes started to feel hot again. I can't do it. Looking at the president causes me to feel pain. There's no way I can talk to him. I'm glad that there's mist on my face right now. Because my face is wet, no one can tell if I let out some tears. I cry a little in secret and went to the corner so that no one could see me. I don't want to eat anymore. I'll just stay in the corner. I just imagine her standing face into the corner, just like, I'll just stand here, no one will know I'm here. And they're like, what is she doing? I sit down on the sofa and sighed. I then notice some cute desserts on the table. What's that? There were cute red heart-shaped ones, some silver orb-shaped ones, and also colorful bars. Oh god! Wait. They're drugs. Okay, this is when because I can see the choice for this chapter, and it's like, try eating it. Oh god, and they're like, huh, there's some desserts here. Try eating it. Oh dear god, no, they're drugged. Minerva put them there and they're drugged. Peter did it. Is Peter here? Oh my god. Well, we're supposed to try eating it. I'm pretty sure that's what it said. Yeah, try eating it. All right. I take one in hand and eat it. I felt shocked at it. What is this? It's so delicious. They're pot brownies. What? Yep. Oh yeah, we got some magic love. I never experienced this before since coming to the human realm. It's so sweet and rich that it makes me lightheaded. Oh my god, Minerva. Freaking Peter. Somebody drugged this shit. It's magic drugs. I wondered what it was as I continued to eat it. Gil came over to me while smiling. You sure are eating real fast. You said the last time you didn't like chocolate, but you actually loved it. Huh? Chocolate? This is that? Previously, Auntie told me that I'm not supposed to eat chocolate. What are we, a dog? She did say previously that it was the demon's food. Is it because it makes gods do weird things, or because It's so goddamn decadently delicious that she ate too much of it and gained 20 pounds. After hearing that, I avoided it until now, but I ate it without knowing. Oh well, it's this delicious. I crave delicious things most when I'm feeling down. I just wonder, like, is it going to be something like gods have a weird reaction to drugs? Like to chocolate? Chocolate is like a drug? Like a god drug? Interesting. Good to know. Like, in case gods come down and start trying to smite you, just throw your chocolate at them. You're like, get out! Back, demon! I'm going to assume it was addictive to her, but then also we just got a little pink glow, so I'm curious. But why was I always forbidden from eating it? I thought about that as I continued to nibble. I feel lightheaded. Okay, it is. It's god drugs. While I continued eating, my body felt hotter, like I was getting drunk. We get drunk on chocolate. That's why it's the demon's food. I never am able to get drunk from alcohol, so I thought I just held my alcohol well. Looks like I get drunk from chocolate instead. My cheeks feel hotter and my vision starts to spin. My consciousness faded like someone pulled the plug. Oh god, I can't wait to find out what we did while blacked out. I'll see you later. Oh! So it was only just one show. It wasn't like we're staying in the house for a while. That's why. Thanks for hosting. Bye now. Well, that's what it was. Instead, it was a reunion show, and they were talking. I'm like, that sounds like it's like a one-episode deal, but like, okay. Phew. After everyone left the party, I was left alone in the cluttered living room. He doesn't realize we're passed out on the couch. I have to now clean all of that up on my own. I felt irritated at it, but started picking up the trash anyway. You think he'd have a crew? She seemed to have vanished midway through. Where did she go? She must have gone home. Gil also left midway, so they might have gone together. And so it seems that she belongs to him. McGill said that she didn't notice his feelings, that he's still the lovelorn parasite. What does that mean? I continued cleaning the house while worrying about the current problems. I thought I heard something falling on the sofa on the other side. Is someone still there? I walked over and was surprised. She was there, drunk and asleep. He was like, how much did you have to drink? I didn't have anything. It was chocolate. You didn't go home yet? Everyone's already gone. I ran up to her to help her up, and the sweet fragrance of her body made me twitch. Is this where we finally kiss this man? This isn't good. She's drunk and we're alone. Shelby? I'm drunk and might get handsy with you, but don't you touch me back. That's inappropriate. She seemed so defenseless as she oh so slowly opened her eyes. Looking at me, she started to cry. Hey, what's the matter? Her sudden crying made me confused. She then made an angered sort of expression at me. I'm allowed to get away with this because I'm drunk. Don't be kind to me. You probably think nothing of me. Is she still drunk? She doesn't seem to be speaking properly as she continues to glare at me. I'm so dumb. I liked you so much. Yeah, because we're drunk, so we don't know what we're saying. Perfect. Liked? Liked who? I was frozen in place as she started to hit me on the chest while crying. How adorable. Finally, you jerk! I hate you! I thought we were finally closer! It was fun living with you. You canceled the cohabitation so suddenly, and you called me as just another advisor in front of that old man. I'm just nothing but an employee to you. At that school reunion, I saw you act all friendly with those beautiful women. Those beautiful women. Women. I'm sure you felt so lucky then. Well, aren't you happy you found love? My feelings were just one-sided. I feel so dumb. You don't like me at all. I felt like her consciousness suddenly snapped then. She started bawling in my arms. Oh, Shelby, this is not the appropriate time to kiss me. Like, it's really not. Also, there's drool on my... No, that ruins the whole CG. Don't do drool. I hate that. I hate it when they're like, oh, the drool... You know how much I hate that? Anyway. Before I knew it, I had stolen her lips. Her sweet and soft lips touched mine. It's not the appropriate time to kiss me when I'm half drunk. I'm not moaning for him, though. I can't do the moaning. With our lips together, our tongues intertwine. I taste the sweet flavor of chocolate that makes me dizzy. She's never been closer to me physically. When we kiss as I pat her on the hair in my arms. Pat her on the hair in my arms. You know what I mean? But it's just phrased weird. I was completely focused on this kiss. I thought she'd chose another man. That she thought nothing of me. I thought that she saw the date only as part of her job. And it was just a misunderstanding. I know, because you fucking idiots don't talk. And both of us misunderstood and went in such a roundabout way. It was so foolish. If only we talked, I would have found out that we shared these feelings. What did I say? Also, this would be, aside from the fact that she's crying and drunk, okay, but like whatever. It's the slight drool in the corner of her mouth that's just turning me off this whole CG, and it ruins the whole thing for me. Like, because I can't do the whole, and I hate it when they do like the drool. Like, I just, look, it's not sexy. It's gross. Like, I can't do it. Stop it. It ruins the whole, you're like, it'd be a beautiful scene, but my brain goes right there, my eyes, and it's like, stop. No, gross. And Spacey, it's a misunderstanding. And you're the only one I have feelings for. Huh? I like you. And you're the only one for me. And that's why I take out the thing I had kept in my pocket all this time in my attempt to throw the question. Were you seriously gonna ask me to marry you? Because, like, we barely... What? I also like you. She smiled at me gently before slowly drifting off to sleep. He's like, And then she passed out. Well, shit. Snooze. He's like, Yeah, not what you want to happen when you kiss someone for the first time that they pass out. There are traces of tears on her cheeks as she sleeps with a gentle expression. And she's still in my arms. She just said what she wanted and passed out. I mean, I am drunk, Shelby. This is leaving me really frustrated. But I found out that we both have feelings for each other. That in itself was enough to turn my world on its head. Her room was left the way it was since the day she left. I can just have her spend the night there. And that's what I thought as I picked her up. Don't do anything else, Shelby, don't. Tonight, I'll have you stay the night. We have feelings for each other, so I don't need to send you home. Also, I'm drunk, so you don't need to send me home. And you have multiple bedrooms. I whisper that in her ear, and she mumbles something happily as she rubs her face on my chest. And this is too cute. Kind of is. And this isn't good. I hate that we know we have feelings for each other, but we can't do anything about it. Which is appropriate, because I'm drunk. And asleep. Even so, I don't want to be kind of man who would take advantage of a drunk woman. Exactly, Shelby, although you did just shove your tongue down my throat, so that was also a little awkward and slightly inappropriate. But, like, we'll give you a pass, because we're in love with you, you're in love with us, and she probably would have been okay with it, but at the same time, still not cool. Don't do that. I sigh a little and took her to the room. Took her to her room, sorry. We can talk about it the next morning. And this time, I won't lie about my feelings and tell her everything. And I'll tell her everything. This misunderstanding started because I couldn't ask her out on a date like a normal person. True. Oh my god, we're at the end. Do you think, like, I'm just waiting, you're like, are we really? Because we still have, like, we still have 4 chapters left, so maybe this will be, like, our 4 chapters of, dating. But anyway, I'm going to stop here because we're at the perfect time, and there's no point in continuing, and now it's, like, the last part was like, oh, we're finally together, and now we're going to cockblock you, kind of. It's like, I mean, we got to see the kissy CG, which, again, I didn't expect it to come out of nowhere like that, but also the drool thing, that still just bothers me. I can't do it. I hate it. Creeps me out. I don't like the drool, and I don't like vomit, and I don't like it when they're talking about, like, kissing, and then there's the drool. Oh, and there was a trail of saliva between. I'm gonna gag. I hate it. I don't know why. Like, blood doesn't bother me, but, like, vomit, spit, anything gross. I don't know. It's gross. I'm sorry, but if you were, like, kissing someone and then there was a drool, I would gag. So, like, having that in a CG, stop it. You ruined the CG. You ruined the whole fucking CG. I can't do it. Anyway. So I'm gonna go curl up in a ball and cry a little over that. I'm kidding, but anyway. I will. Do you think she remembers what happened? That's your thought. for now. Did she remember what happened and he's going to admit his feelings? She's going to be like, I hate you, or she's going to sneak out and leave before he even. I'm curious. So curious. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.